On top of the news, China's harassive moves and bullying acts in the West Philippine Sea and the country's EEZ are well documented and condemned by almost all countries who respect and abide by the rule of law. As a gesture of respect and support to the country, freedom-loving states or countries with thriving democracies have partnered with the Philippines to protect freedom of navigation and provisions of international law and the UNCLOS by way of joint military exercises. The fourth and latest one is Australia's neighbor in the Southern Hemisphere, New Zealand, which our Patrick De Sus covered in this report.
The status of the Visiting Forces Agreement between the Philippines and New Zealand is expected to be ratified very soon. On the first official visit of New Zealand Defense Minister Judith Collins to the Philippines this Wednesday, the SOFA between the two countries was officially signed, witnessed by President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. This agreement aims to strengthen cooperation between the armed forces of the Philippines and New Zealand through military exercises.
The path of New Zealand's enhancing its defense capabilities squarely in line with the values that we share, squarely in line with the path that the Philippine Defense Establishment is taking.
We're a maritime nation like the Philippines. We're a nation that relies on trade routes and we have respect for the law of the sea.
New Zealand becomes the fourth country to ink a visiting forces agreement with the Philippines. A similar agreement exists with the United States and Australia. Recently, the Reciprocal Access Agreement with Japan was ratified by the Philippine Senate and is now awaiting approval from Japan's National Diet. The VFA with Canada is also expected to be finalized, while negotiations with France are about to begin. Meanwhile, existing defense agreements with countries misaligned with Philippine interests and policies, especially on the West Philippine Sea, are currently under review.
Any addition to those that support UNCLOS in the way it is written and not in the way it wants to be defined against the 9 or 10 dash line is welcome to us and helpful.
If a country, theoretically, I'm not singling out any, is really misaligned with us, then it's useless to continue having a defense agreement. Doesn't make sense, right?
Teodoro also responded to statements from China in response to the remarks by the People's Liberation Army Southern Theater Command that the Philippines is causing disturbances through joint military exercises with other countries.
I don't think we should give much credibility to what they say, because credibility is something that we have that they don't.
The armed forces of the Philippines also stood firm in asserting sovereign rights in the country's maritime domain. These activities in the country's territorial waters and EEZ are part of national preparedness. The AFP added, these are lawful actions grounded in international law and the UNCLOS, as the Philippines is a sovereign state. Hence, no country can dictate our defensive posture. Partnerships, especially with allies like the United States, stem from a mutual commitment to uphold peace, security, and a rules-based international order. In line with this, 3 F-A-50 fighter jets from the Philippine Air Force, together with 2 F-16 and F-18, and a bomber aircraft from the U.S. Pacific Air Forces, conducted a combined air patrol over the West Philippine Sea. This was part of the 9th Multilateral Maritime Cooperative Activity held yesterday between the Philippines, U.S., and Australia. The objective is to strengthen cooperation and interoperability between the said countries' armed forces and to demonstrate the readiness of the PAF in line with the AFP's mandate to protect Philippine territory and sovereignty and promote peace in the Indo-Pacific region. From PTV Manila, Patrick De Jesus, Balita Pambansa.